I request Abdul Majid, please come over. He wants to talk about a very serious problem in Pakistan, water crisis. It's close to our heart in the IP also. Abdul Majid.
Professor Kidwai, respected guests and fellow Indians, Assalamu alaikum. What I'm going to do today is going to show you a 5 to 6 minute video and then PowerPoint, and then I will explain to you what is going on and how we can mitigate this water crisis. So please start the video.
अभी बहुत से गांव ऐसे हैं जहां पीने का पानी है ही नहीं। गांव के वस्त में गांव वालों ने डिग्गी बना रखी, जिस डिग्गी में बारिश का पानी जमा किया जाता। वक्त गुजरने के साथ साथ इसी में गांव का तमाम सीवरेज दाखिल होता है। जानवरों की गलाजत और दीगर गंदगी से भरपूर ये पानी फिर गांव वालों में तकसीम होता है। यही पानी पीने के लिए, खाना पकाने के लिए, कपड़े धोने के लिए इस्तेमाल होता है। ये सब भूगंडेरा का स्थान है और यहाँ पे रहने वालों को एक सुबह होते वो पानी की तलाश में निकल पड़े। अक्सर को ये पानी या पहाड़ी दालों की सूरत में या बारिश से पैदा किए हुए छपड़ों की सूरत में मिलता है। दो दिन पहले यहाँ पे बारिश हुई, बारिश से एक छप्पड़ बन गया और उस छप्पड़ की वजह से गांव में रहने वालों की ईद। अब यहीं पे जानवर भी पानी पिएंगे, इंसान। और आप देख सकते हैं कि इसी छप्पड़ में न सिर्फ जानवर पानी पी रहे हैं बल्कि गलाजत से भी इसको
बाकी ऐसा सवाल करें जो सारा पानी अल्लाह ताला ने ये रीते होन तो ऐसा पानी और दरे कमाने दिया है। ये जाके पानी कोई नहीं और ये पानी थी में बीमारी चाहे पीने असाई चाहे पीने से को बीमारियां बर्बादी करते हैं। ये अल्लाह दे दे वो पीने फिर बाद पानी सारा और दरे दे अंदर पहाड़ी जो उठे पे रेड़े से डाल देते हैं।
ये जो सफेद कपड़ों में बारिश आप साहब को देख रहे थे, इनका नाम साबुन जो है, इन्होंने मुझे ये बताया था कि ये अपने 3 या 4 बच्चों का दफन कर चुके हैं क्योंकि उनको साफ पानी नहीं मिला और पानी की बुज़र पानी की बीमारियों से वो मर गए हैं। और साहब ने मुझे कहा कि मरने से पहले मेरी ख्वाहिश है कि मैं 1 गिलास साफ पानी का अपनी धरती का पी सकूँ। साबुन अब इस दुनिया में नहीं है और अफसोस के साथ आपको बता दूं कि साबुन को मरने से पहले 1 गिलास साफ पानी का नहीं।
Pakistan's water story is a story of treachery and betrayal. It began in 1960 when Pakistan's Field Marshal Ayub Khan surrendered Pakistan's jugular vein to India in a deal complicit with the World Bank. Pakistan lost three of its principal rivers located in the upper Himalayas, jealously guarded by Indian troops. The rivers Jhelum, Ravi and Sutlej, flowing through Indian-occupied Kashmir, are now running dry. Pakistan could become another Sahara if extinguishing all signs of life. Pakistan's fabled irrigation network, established by its colonial rulers, is now in shambles. Known as the breadbasket of the subcontinent in days gone by, Pakistan now has a begging bowl seeking millions of tons of wheat and other food items from foreign countries every year. With the challenge of climate change and global warming looming dangerously close, the rapidly increasing population in Pakistan is already experiencing drought conditions and critical water shortages in cities with a steady downfall in agricultural output. Meanwhile, crop-growing areas in all the provinces are in danger on account of water scarcity. The planners are unable to cope with the problem. Pakistan is heading towards the worst water shortage in the next couple of years due to insufficient water management practices and storage capacity. India has diverted Pakistani water and is building more dams which will further worsen the water situation in Pakistan.
क्या करेगी तरीके से पानी के गंभीर मसले के हल के लिए? जी
40% सिंध के लोग सीवरेज से जो पानी मिला हुआ होता है वो पीते हैं। इससे बड़ा कोई जुल्म किसी अवाम पे नहीं हो सकता कि 40% इसके लोग जो पानी पीते हैं उसके अंदर सीवरेज मिली हुई है, उसकी जो बीमारियां आप अंदाजा नहीं लगा सकते। अफसोस ये है कि ये सबसे गरीब तबका, ये निचला तबका है। हमारी तरह के लोग तो मिनरल वाटर पीते हैं, हमारे बच्चे मिनरल वाटर पीते हैं, लेकिन आम आदमी के ऊपर इसका कितना असर पड़ रहा है, ये सबसे हमारे लिए शर्मनाक बात है कि कोई फिक्र ही नहीं है किसी को कि अगर 40% पानी के अंदर सीवरेज मिली हुई है, आप सोचें कि उसका कितने असरात होंगे।
So, ladies and gentlemen, you have seen by this video in what great crisis Pakistan is. So what I have done, I'm going to show you my presentation, PowerPoint presentation, in which how we can mitigate this crisis. So how to mitigate safe drinking water crisis in Pakistan? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. وَنَزَلْنَا مِنْ سَمَاءٍ مَاءً مُبَارَكًا وَإِنَّمَتْنَا فِيهِ جَنَّةٍ وَهَبٌ الْمَسِيحِ. And we have sent down from the sky water, blessed, and we have thereby gardens and plains to harvest. So Allah Ta'ala has given His rahmah. Now it is up to me, you and all that what we can do to get the water to people who don't have a drop of water and they are dying. So next one. Access to clean water is a universal human right declared by United Nations in 2010. Here you can see that the withdrawal, the red one, which is for the Asia, is much more than the consumption. So ultimately you can see we are all engineers, we can figure it out that we run out of water. As a matter of fact, today, right as we are speaking, in India 300 people have no water. South Africa, Cape Town is going without a drop of water. That's the situation. In other parts of the country, the world over, the same situation. Now, just to everyone to have a feel that of all the water which is available on this planet Earth, 97% is saline water. Of that, 3% is fresh water and the 2% out of that is in the glaciers, which is not available to us. So the only water we have available is 3/10 of 1%, that is for the 7 billion people. Water has many flavors, and you can see we have fresh blue water, the water which is in the soil is in green, and polluted water is in grey, the surface water and the water underground. 1 billion people lack access to an improved water source. 2 billion people lack enough water for basic sanitation. 3 billion children will die this year from waterborne disease. 50% of the world's hospital beds are filled with people sick with waterborne disease. Now there are certain slides that I'm going to show that how women in the world, in different parts of the country, how they are going to get fetch of water by walking 3 to 4 miles to fetch a bucket of water. More people die from unsafe water than from all forms of violence, including war. This is by Back to War. The wars of the 21st century will be fought over water. As a matter of fact, the war has already started and there is already a fight going on in the world about water. Sadi said, human beings are members of a whole in creation of one essence and soul. If one member is afflicted with pain, other members uneasy will remain. If you have no sympathy for human pain, the name of human you cannot retain. 11 facts about water in the developing world. This is the way the ladies go to collect water for home. 88.4 million people in the world lack access to safe water supplies. More than 840,000 people die each year from water-related disease. Almost 2 in 3 people who need safe drinking water survive less than $2 a day. In many developing countries, millions of women have spent several hours a day collecting water from distant, often polluted sources. Every minute a child dies of a water-related disease. Diarrhea caused by inadequate drinking water, sanitation and hand hygiene kills an estimated 842,000 people every year globally, or approximately 2,300 people per day. More than half of all primary schools in developing countries don't have adequate water facilities, and nearly 2/3 lack adequate sanitation. Clean water is one aspect of improving sustainable food production in order to reduce poverty and hunger. More than 80% of sewage in developing countries is discharged untreated, polluting rivers, lakes and coastal areas. This is a problem all the countries in the world are facing. By 2025, 1.8 billion people will be living in countries or regions with absolute water scarcity, and 2/3 of the world's population could be living under water stress condition. Every $1 spent on water and sanitation generates $8 as a result of saved time, increased productivity and reduced health care costs. These are the maps showing us that the water scarcity is really bad, including Pakistan. Next one. Identify critical places on priority. So what I have done is I'm trying to identify critical places on priority basis where safe drinking water is not available. We have identified 2 places, one at Sawan village, as you saw in Mubashir Lukman presentation, one which is in Punjab, and second is in Chachro in Thar, where I visited last Wednesday, and the people over there have no water. If they have a water, then TDS, which is the total dissolved solid, is in the range of 4,000 to 5,000, and when they reach the age of 40 years, their joints don't work. Our mitigating ideas: dig new wells, furnish reverse osmosis plants, furnish biocide filters and other filters. Reduce, reuse and recycle. To start with, I am donating $20,000 to start this work in Chachro and one in Sawan village. Likewise, I encourage and suggest everyone to be a part of this effort and continue in any shape or form because it's a sadaqah of jariyah. Allah says in Quran that if you save one life, you save the whole humanity. So I think by doing this good work, it is sadaqah jariyah, and inshallah we are very close, our end is very close. So actively participate and do something to help others. I'm thankful to Akbar Ismail, Iqbal Khan, Badr Khan and Shadab Ahmed because they are the one who provided me the source, the means, where to go and where are the shortages, and they have also agreed to help me in whatever we do. So what we are going to do is inshallah when we get a time, we'll get together and we plan that what we can do. I know some people don't have time, but I encourage when you go home, you have your grandchildren, give them a piggy bank, ask them to collect certain dollars. In America, people can collect in 1 year easily $50. I can do and start that. You and respective places do the same thing. Inshallah, collectively, we'll start with 2 wells, and inshallah, we'll see 100,000 wells done in these areas. Thanks. And I'm also thankful to the organizing committee to give me the opportunity to bring these facts to you, to Najam and to others, Mushtaq Ahmed and other organizing committee. And I also second what Rehan said, I don't want to repeat, my hands off to the organizing committee.
Music next door. सर तो उनका ख्याल था कि यहाँ भी डिनर डांस होगा और यहाँ पे बहुत कम लोग डांस करने वाले हैं, डांस कराने वाले जगह है. You lost your thing, phone. You got it. Ubaid, I will call Ubaid Rahman now. He wants to say a few words.
Assalamualaikum, Jazai Sahab and all my friends and families. I'm not going to talk a lot, but I'm going to talk about energy. Yesterday we were there and we were looking at the list of professors or principals, and one of them was Professor Mirza. When we joined Sanity, he was the principal. And they started me thinking. And as a matter of fact, I wanted to be a civil and structural engineer when